Hello everyone, a couple of books came through the door this week. This one I was waiting for quite keenly. This is a book, the second book by Adam Wilder, Adams Armour, Modelling Guide, Painting and Finishing. I've been trying to get hold of this book for years, but it was too expensive on the usual sites, and I'm happy to say it's been reprinted. I sent him a message asking if I could do a little review on it, as I like his book, and he kindly said yes. So here we go. So Adams Armour, Adam Wilder built some lovely models. He's got his own channel on YouTube, and I often have a look at that, see what he's up to. And I've got some of his products here as well that I don't think he has much to do with anymore. So they're like gold dust, as you can imagine. So without further ado, let's open it up and give you a quick look at what you get. Forward by Tony Greenland. If anyone knows him, he makes some lovely models, mainly German I think. There's your index, and then we go on to introduction and acknowledgements, how he approaches his painting of an AFV, armoured fighting vehicle, for those that aren't aware of it. And then he goes on, there's a couple of descriptions there about chipping, etc. Some lovely pictures, more examples, fuel stains and that here. And then as you go further in the book, it then explains about it. Using an airbrush and a compressor. I've got the Infinity one myself, which I really like. Troubles with your airbrush, that's quite handy. If you're trying to work out, or if you're new to the hobby or new to buying an airbrush, about applying a base coat and washing your model. Some people don't, I do, just to remove some of the dust and that from when I'm building. Then base coats, and he goes on, this is one of his panthers, late panthers, or paper panthers, whatever they were doing. Airbrush and camouflage. Brush painting and base coats and camouflage. That's handy if people don't want to use an airbrush. Drawing the pattern on with a brush, filling it in, as I did with one of my tigers, and I've done a hard edge pattern. Colour modulation, which some people like, some people don't. I've just done, or I'm doing, one at the moment with a lot of colour modulation, and I'm just giving it a try. We'll flip a couple of pages, otherwise it's a bit unfair on him. Then goes to adding more detail. Base coat, first coat, semi-transparent speckling. Second coat, a more opaque speckling. How he gets the that effect of like the worn look on a chalk mark. Applying markings and insignia. Flip it again. This one is doing the white coat, whitewash on a tiger. How he applies it, and there's a picture of it finished there. Washes, either using oils or enamels. How he applies them. More on that panther, and it's red oxide. Colour modulation again. More on that brush painting vehicle, the Soviet vehicle, Russian vehicle. Fading and adding shadows and other camouflage, that'll be handy. Paint chipping effects, whether keeping it light or going dark and that. Using a sponge on some of the wheels and on the grills. More chipping effects, adding flakes of rust there with an old brush. That's the one of the landing craft. Large chips and brush painting. He's adding rust streaks there, which is very nice. There's a Panzer IV, lovely model. Chipping Zimmerit, and there's some real Zimmerit there. A remnant of the Zimmerit pattern, how I paint that and apply that and that. Painting exterior components and detail, like your machine guns. Spare tracks, either on or off the vehicle, what to paint them. How to paint periscopes. Painting rubber road wheels. Painting light gauge mild steel screening. And painting sheet metal with a sponge. So loads to be getting on with. Painting burnt sheet metal, painting sheet metal, hairspray technique, applying dust and rain marks. There's loads of stuff in here to be getting on with. A really good read. Applying dust and rain marks, other colour modulation. That would be handy. I'll be reading that later. More on the Russian vehicle. Applying the pigments to tracks on the wheels. Weathering glueable plastic tracks. That'll be handy for a lot of people. I tend to still use a lot of the tracks that are in the models. Weathering fragile workable plastic track. Let's skip a few pages. Applying mud to the rear there, mud and pigment. More mud to the landing craft. I'll just let you have a quick look. Painting steel road wheels. And then we come to the end with a total of, stand by, 232 pages. I think this cost me about £30 over here in the UK, which I think is well worth the money. It's going to be like a Bible. And if you like Adam Wilder's stuff, get it. It's a great book, great read, and it will come in dead handy. Right, catch you later.